What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to another episode of the Bathurst Challenge. Today, we have a very interesting car that I literally know absolutely nothing about. Today's car is called the BAC Mono. Thank you so much to Leg for the suggestion. You're an absolute machine. Now, as I said, I have no idea what this car is. I know nothing about this car. Do you know what? We're gonna jump on Google and have a look at what this car actually is. Alrighty, so on the trusted Wikipedia page, it says BAC Mono, the first iteration of the BAC Mono was originally powered by a Ford Duratec 2.3 litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol engine, heavily modified by Cosworth to reduce 280 brake horsepower at 7,700 RPM. It's mounted blah, 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 paddle shift, 6-speed sequential. Okay, it also only weighs 540 kilos, half a ton, with 280 brake horsepower. Resulting in a power to weight ratio of 518 brake horsepower per ton. That is kind of impressive. It delivered performance figures of 0 to 62 miles per hour, or 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds, with a top speed of 274 kilometers an hour. I don't think I feel comfortable doing 270 kilometers an hour in a car that weighs 500 kilos. That is just like a death trap on wheels, is literally all it is. Okay, well, I mean, at least now we know what it is. So now, with that information in my mind, I don't know if I feel any better or worse about taking this contraption around Bathurst, but let's jump right into it. For those that are new here and don't know what the Bathurst Challenge is, we take a car, we do 10 hot laps of Bathurst, the fastest lap gets put on a leaderboard. It's pretty straightforward, and with any luck, this is going to be an absolute screamer of a lap. I'm genuinely scared to see how this car goes around Bathurst, but I think we'll jump in, have a look at the car, and just see how it handles. Alright, here we are in Assetto Corsa, and this thing looks absolutely terrifying. Looks like something that comes straight out of Cyberpunk. I have absolutely no idea what to expect. I mean, I do know now it's a 6-speed, paddle shift sequential gearbox driven car. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but I now see why it's only 500 kilos. Look at all the framework in the rear. This is just like aerodynamics on a frame with wheels. I mean, that's all it is. It's just an absolute weapon. So I think we'll jump straight in. We'll do an outlap to see how the car actually behaves and handles. And then I'm going to jump straight into a 10 hot laps and see how fast we can actually get this car to go. I'm terrified. I'm genuinely terrified. Alrighty, here we go. Let's just jump straight in, I guess. Oh god, it's got a bit of bite. But so far it feels pretty planted. You can definitely feel that it's a super light car because the steering wheel just feels so light. It doesn't feel bogged down at all. God, it's snappy. Oh wow, okay. This is going to take a hell of a lot of concentration and not lose this, especially down the S's and the dipper. God, this is going to be a fast lap. Woo, goddamn. This is gonna be hard to keep on the road, but to catch it there was pretty straightforward. It didn't feel too overly aggressive on the oversteer. It was pretty simple to just back off a little bit and catch it, which is good. Oh god, I don't know if this has got any traction control or not, but it feels like there's definitely traction control in there. Maybe not so much. Oh god. My god. Oh gosh. Oh dude, this is going to be an absolute nightmare to get around the track. Holy hell. Okay, this is going to take a lot of my mental capacity, which there is so few of. Such a little amount of the mental ability to concentrate. Oh, I'm going to have to use it all in this. God damn. Okay, it's quick. It's very fast. It's fun to drive, to say the least, but okay, here we go, down the S's. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's just calm it down here, sir. Please, relax. Oh my god. Okay, I have no idea how we are going to go getting this around the track, but I know just from that little snippet of how this car handles, I'm probably going to put this in a wall at least a handful of times. I'm very happy to admit that I'm probably going to destroy this car. I have nothing more to say. I'm going to jump straight in. We're going to do 10 hot laps, see how fast I can actually get this car around Bathurst, but this is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Alrighty, I'll be back with these 10 hot laps, and we are going to go from there. So here we go, fastest lap in the BAC Mono, already starting to lose it on the final turn of the track here. It is very, very squirrely under brakes. Now heading into turn 1 on our fastest hot lap. after we've passed the start-finish line now. Getting into that braking zone, braking about 100 meters and starting to trail brake into that corner, because if you slam the brakes on and lock up, you will lose control heading into those corners now. Flat foot on the throttle, trying to get as much speed as we can, heading into Griffiths Bend. Let's see how quick we can get, hopefully not losing too much time with the wheels lifting off the ground there over the little lip there. Starting braking at the 50 meter board, drop down into third gear, hold it to that right hand side, and then power down as much as we can. Looking the rear gets very, very loose as soon as we get the power down now. Heading into the cutting, trying to keep to that left hand side here without losing too much power. Getting into second, power down immediately, heading out to the right hand side there, trying to keep it to the wall as close as we can without getting that front wheel off the ground, because if the wheels do come off the ground with this car, it becomes very, very loose and very hard to maintain that traction and keep it under control. Now we're heading into the skyline portion of the track now, flying past the camera there, heading into the top section of the mountain. Really, really booking it. We tried to be quite reserved in that corner there. We could have taken it a little bit harder, but it was better to be more stable than not. Heading into the dipper now. Look, it nice and tight to the inside line there. Dropping down, keeping it close to the dipper now, heading into Forest Elbow before we get the absolute peak speed out of this BAC mono now, heading down the final straight. Getting to Forest Elbow, we're losing it a little bit in that braking zone. Like I said, if you lock up slightly, the whole car starts to get very, very wiggly underneath you, which is not great. Now powering down, heading into the final straight to see how much speed we can actually pump out of this car. Heading down towards the chase. Let's see how quick we can get this BAC mono. Absolutely booking it. Not only does it sound amazing, but it does look bloody good heading down towards the chase. Hitting the speed trap now. We got 282 kilometers an hour. Very, very quick in the BAC mono. Heading towards the chase. Again, getting very squirrely without the brakes. Heading into the final corner now underneath the Liquid Moly sign. Booking it towards the camera, absolutely flying. Braking at the 100 meter board, getting down to second, trying to hold it in as tight as we can and powering out without hitting the dirt and going off track underneath the start finish line at a 2:08.651. Massive lap for the BAC mono. So there you go, that's the fastest lap in the BAC mono, which is a 2:08.651. A blisteringly quick lap for such a death trap. Not only was it fast as hell, but it was such a fun car to take up and down the mountain. I think any track with any sort of high-speed corners would be so much fun in this sort of car. I thought being 500 kilos, it was going to cause some difficulties, which it did. As soon as you hit some bumps or got even the slightest bit airborne, the whole car would just go straight into a wall. So I think knowing the track and knowing when you're going to be lifting a couple of wheels off the ground is definitely a necessity, because this thing is a death trap if you take those wheels off the ground, because it will just careen into a wall and say goodbye. So with a lap like a 2:08.6, that's actually going to put the BAC mono at P2, which is right here up on the leaderboard underneath the Koenigsegg Agera. I am super surprised to see how quick this car actually was around the track, but after seeing the results, I'm not really too surprised. It's a very funny one. It's a very funny one. Again, a massive shout out to Leg for the suggestion. Thank you so much. I love your face. If you guys have a suggestion and you would like to see a car do the Bathurst challenge, leave me a comment below. If there's a mod for it, we'll do it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. If you like this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Also subscribe. I post new videos every week, and you don't want to miss them. If you want to come and see some racing live, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at twitch.tv/thegamedepartment. Come say hello. Let me know you found this video. I would love to meet you. If you want to join us on any of our social media, I'll leave all the links in the description below. We have a fantastic community of people, and I'd love to have you there. Other than that, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I hope you had a good morning. I hope you have a good night. Bye.